Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Augustati. In this video, I'm gonna talk about the story of late Bimbo and her husband IVD. So I saw this story on the internet about a lady called Bimbo. She's now late, and her husband IVD. So according to what I learned, IVD and Bimbo started dating since they were teenagers. So when they started dating, Bimbo got pregnant, and then the parents, of course, were not happy because they don't want their child to get pregnant at that early age. They want their child to go to school, get education, get married before she will get pregnant. But she got pregnant, and then they let her give birth to a child, and after that they tried to discourage her from continuing relationship with IVD. So they do everything they can to let her end the relationship with this with IVD, who by them was her boyfriend. They even take her to another state far away from where IVD stays so that she will forget about him. But while she was in that other state, IVD contacted her and tried to tell her how much he loves her and how he's missing her, and that if she doesn't come, he's gonna unalive himself. You know, he cannot live without her. And then Bimbo decided to come back to IVD. So when she came back, they started cohabiting. You know, the parents of Bimbo were not happy. They did all they can to stop it, but they cannot, because you can take a horse to the water, but you cannot stop the horse from drinking. So they start cohabiting, and then eventually they say they want to get married. The parents still were not in support initially of that decision. They tried to discourage her, but she kept pushing, and the parents cannot do anything, so they let them get married. And according to Bimbo, who is the lady, her parents are the ones that sponsor the marriage. Yes, because that time IVD don't have money. So after they got married, Bimbo mother saw that her daughter is walking on the street to go to market, you know, and then she decided to give her own car. Yes, she gave her own car to drive, and then Bimbo started to bill her husband. She did everything she can so that her husband will achieve, you know, what he wants. So to the extent of even doing things that are ungodly, according to her. She went to do some traditional practices so that her husband will get rich. So she did everything. She stood by him, and she forgot herself in the process. She loved her husband more than she loved. She invested in her husband more than she invested in herself. So she was there from scratch. She helped this man to become who he is, and eventually the man started having money, and then he owns, now he's owning one of the top car dealership in Nigeria. Yes, IVD car dealers. And he has money, and then he started cheating on Bimbo. It got to a point that even the side chick we come and attack Bimbo, the wife, like there was no respect. He will bring the women in left, right, and center, and that's become an issue in their marriage. Then Bimbo took to social media, and whenever Bimbo we try to make her attack her because of what he's doing, according to Bimbo, IVD will beat her so mercilessly, and sometimes He has even beaten her in front of the side chicks. So the disrespect was so much, and to the extent that, of course, no family will be happy to see their daughter being treated badly by her husband. So the mother of Bimbo one day went and attacked IVD, and maybe several times, but there's this time that IVD recorded her, and IVD was being so disrespectful to his mother-in-law. So the relationship between IVD and Bimbo's family were strained, which is understandable. So, and people try to talk to Bimbo to leave, but Bimbo was like, I'm not gonna leave this married. I've invested so much. I made IVD the person he is. I'm not gonna leave for another woman to come and enjoy my labor, And then later Bimbo started to challenge IVD. He's like, I'm not gonna leave this marriage, and I'm gonna fight for myself. I'm gonna make sure you don't take advantage of me. So the marriage becomes so toxic, like, I will not take it again from you. Bimbo will give back the same measure of what her husband is giving to her. There is one time she even admitted to cheating on her husband. And there's this other time that Bimbo said that her husband promiscuity has caused her to get HIV, because the husband has infected her with HIV. So it got so toxic, and Bimbo will break hers, destroy properties, whenever IVD did something that hurt her, especially the cheating, the disrespect. So Bimbo to become so violent, and they will fight, and the other time you will see them back together, and but it got to a point where it got so toxic, and people were trying to get Bimbo out. There's this time Bimbo even take to social media and admitted that she was not okay, that she needs help. So, and everyone tried to let Bimbo know that she should leave the relationship, but she refused. And according to there's this day when Bimbo took gasoline and then tried to burn the house, and in the process she got burned. And according to one of their house help, IVD was there watching Bimbo burn in the fire. So Bimbo ran out of the fire, go in the water, but she sustained wounds that were so severe that makes her not to make it. So she ended by. And then the family of Bimbo accused IVD that IVD pushed Bimbo into the fire, which I will understand if they would think like that, because how on earth your wife is burning and you are there watching? It was the house help that was like, are you not seeing your wife in fire? And he was so reluctant, according to her. So she lost her life. That is a very sad story. And now we see that IVD has moved on. He and Blessing's CEO are all over social media, flaunting their love, Blessing singing, Blessing praising him, that he's a good man, he's the love of our life, and so forth and so on. So what I want you guys to take from this story, when you are in a relationship that is not working, move out. Relationship and marriage is not do or die thing. If only, I'm not judging, because I know it's so hard to leave a relationship that you have invested in, so I'm not judging. But if only she should have got the strength to leave that relationship, maybe she should have still be here on this earth. So when a relationship got to a point where it is so toxic, the only option is to leave that relationship. I know it's hard because you're thinking about your investments, your children, what will people say, but it's only when you are alive that people will talk about you, that you will take care of those children. So please don't buy in a relationship. Please leave before you buy there. And because when you buy, so police investigated the matter and IVD was arrested. And another thing I'm gonna tell you, ladies, instead of you putting all your effort building a man, please build yourself. Let's say even if you want to build a man, make sure you are building yourself also. But I will personally advise, before you build a man, build yourself first. Because you know, most of the time these men are not reliable, especially when they are broke. You most of the time you will know the true color of a man when he is wealthy or when he's rich. So that's how Bimbo sacrificed a lot, and unfortunately she died. You know, that's a very, very sad story. And I even learned that before she died, she was out of stress. She was taking drugs because according to her, IVD was so much in drugs and then womanizing. You know, that was a lot for the family. I felt bad for Bimbo's family, and I pray that they will have the justice that they need. And I hope other women will learn from this. There is no use or no need for fighting in a relationship, or for fighting for a relationship that has been broken down, that has been dissolved. Yes, you most of the time I've seen that when women divorce their husbands, they glow. Look at Queen May. Look at Basket Mouth, former's wife. You know, see her the way, and a list of so many women that are glowing after divorce, because they were in suppression. That's the only reason why a woman, after they divorce their husband or their husband divorced them, will glow, will prosper, is because clearly you will see that that marriage that they were in were stressful. They were suffering in their marriages. That's why when they came out of the suffering, they glow and they prosper the more. So ladies, don't buy in a relationship, okay? Don't buy. Take care of yourself. And I hope that this video will help someone. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button, and